11 News from the world of the crypto industry. Coinbase returns to Hawaii after more than 5 years. Outflows from the Grayscale Ethereum ETF have stopped amid a surge in Ethereum activity. The Texas Blockchain Council supports Ted Cruz in the U.S. Senate. DRW invests around $200 million in crypto ETFs. PayPal's stablecoin on Solana surpasses its volume on Ethereum. Ripple signs a new partnership to promote the use of XRPL in Web3. Toncoin will be the 56th project on Binance Launchpool. Investments in cryptocurrency startups have increased over the last quarter. Coinbase opposes transferring decentralized crypto exchanges under SEC jurisdiction. Singapore's largest bank has launched a blockchain pilot project. Bitcoin's decline is due to the high odds of Kamala Harris winning. First news. Coinbase returns to Hawaii after more than 5 years. Residents of the U.S. state of Hawaii can now use the services of the cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase, which left the region in 2017 due to strict regulations on digital assets. We are officially returning to Hawaii following regulatory changes made by the Hawaii Division of Financial Institutions within the Department of Commerce and Consumer Affairs, providing clarity for cryptocurrency companies, Coinbase said in a statement. The American cryptocurrency exchange is one of the largest by trading volume, which amounted to nearly $64 billion in July of this year. Coinbase suspended operations in Hawaii in 2017 due to the state's cryptocurrency regulations. Authorities required companies to maintain individual cash reserves for Bitcoin holdings. This requirement was deemed impossible for continued operations in the region by Juan Suarez, who was then head of the company's legal department. 3 years later, in 2020, the state's Department of Financial Institutions and the Hawaii Technology Development Corporation initiated the creation of a sandbox for cryptocurrency companies. The test network, called the Hawaii Digital Currency Innovation Lab, allowed companies to offer services in the state for 2 years without the need for a special license. 12 crypto companies, including the Gemini Exchange, participated in the sandbox. The Hawaii Digital Currency Innovation Lab concluded operations on June 30, 2024. Second news. Outflows from the Grayscale Ethereum ETF have stopped amid a surge in Ethereum activity. The Grayscale Ethereum Trust reported its first day of zero outflows, ending the consecutive daily outflows since its launch. This occurred after Ethereum and several of its Layer 2 networks witnessed a spike in network activity. On August 12, U.S. Ethereum Spot Exchange Traded Fund (ETF) flows turned positive for the 5th time since their launch on July 23, aided by ETH's announcement of its first day of zero outflows, according to Farside data. ETHE has lost nearly $2.3 billion in Ethereum since its launch. Before the conversion, ETHE held a total of $9 billion in ETH on its books, meaning the fund lost more than 25% of its total assets over 2.5 weeks of ETF existence. By comparison, it took nearly 4 months for the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust to see its first day without outflows. The first day of zero outflows from the Grayscale Ethereum ETF coincided with a sharp increase in activity on Ethereum's decentralized exchanges and its Layer 2 networks. While trading volumes on Solana-based DEXs declined by 10% over the past 24 hours, trading volumes on Ethereum and Base increased by 12% and 11% respectively over the same period, according to DefiLlama data. Activity on Ethereum's Layer 2 networks also increased, with Ethereum-based DEX Uniswap recording a record number of new L2 addresses monthly. Uniswap recorded a total of 8.65 million new addresses on Layer 2 networks in July, nearly double the 4.93 million added in June, according to Dune Analytics data. In an X post on August 9, Leon Weidman noted that Base and Arbitrum reported 2.64 million and 1.37 million weekly active users, respectively. Meanwhile, a total of 73 Ethereum Layer 2 networks published a combined 298 transactions per second of network activity on August 12, just 34 TPS short of the previous historical high of 322 TPS reached on July 18, according to L2 Beat data. The total value locked in all Ethereum L2 networks now stands at $37.7 billion, while Ethereum claims $85 billion in TVL on its main network. The reduction in outflows could become a growth catalyst. Several analysts see the reduction in outflows from ETHE as one of the main growth catalysts for Ethereum's price in the coming months. They suggested that ETH's price could follow the same path as Bitcoin after the approval of its spot ETFs, which was also overshadowed by significant outflows from the converted Grayscale Bitcoin Trust product. Third news. The Texas Blockchain Council supports Ted Cruz in the U.S. Senate. The Texas Blockchain Council, an organization advocating for cryptocurrency and blockchain, announced its support for incumbent Ted Cruz's re-election to the U.S. Senate. In an X post on August 12, the association's president, Lee Bratcher, said that TBC would support the junior senator as Cruz addressed a crowd at the Core Scientific mining facility in Denton, Texas. Bratcher hinted that the Texas senator is well informed about Bitcoin as a tool for freedom and mining as a tool for network stability. In an X post about the event, Cruz said, "Crypto is the future." Ted Cruz, who has served in the U.S. Senate since 2013, has previously spoken at TBC events, including the North American Blockchain Summit, formerly the Texas Blockchain Summit, about Bitcoin mining in the Lone Star State and the benefits of mining operations for the state's energy grid. Coinbase Stand with Crypto Initiative rated the Texas senator as strongly supportive of cryptocurrency based on his voting record in Congress and tweets referencing digital assets. "I like Bitcoin because the government can't control it," Cruz said in 2022. Republican Cruz will run against Democrat Colin Allred, Libertarian Ted Brown, and Democratic candidate Tracy Andrus in November. As of July 18, an ActiVote poll showed Cruz leading Allred by 8 points. The political landscape in Texas could shift after U.S. President Joe Biden announced that he would not seek re-election. Vice President Kamala Harris accepted the Democratic Party's nomination for the U.S. presidency in 2024. Polls have shown that Harris could outperform Republican candidates, including Donald Trump, in many swing states. Texas, one of the largest state economies in the U.S., is home to several cryptocurrency mining companies, including Riot Platforms and Core Scientific. In February, lawyers representing TBC successfully challenged federal government requests for data collection from miners in court. As a result of the proceedings, the U.S. Department of Energy agreed to destroy the crypto mining study data. Fourth news. DRW invests around $200 million in crypto ETFs. The venture arm of Chicago-based high-frequency trading firm DRW Holdings reported that it currently holds at least $195 million in cryptocurrency exchange-traded funds, including over $150 million in the Grayscale Ethereum Trust, likely marking its first experience entering the market, according to its latest 13F filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. The SEC approved the first batch of spot Ether ETFs, which began trading in July, about 6 months after the launch of spot Bitcoin ETFs. While spot Bitcoin ETFs have generated billions of dollars in net inflows, thanks to a mix of institutions and retail traders, Ethereum-based funds have not yet attracted as much interest. DRW's entry into the ETH ETF market may signal growing institutional appetite for the second-largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization. The firm holds 3 times more ETH ETFs than BTC ETFs. In fact, the Grayscale ETH product represents its third-largest asset after an S&P 500 tracking fund and a gold trust. The firm's exposure to BTC ETFs is also less concentrated among any specific fund. It holds Bitcoin products issued by ARK and 21 shares, Bitwise, BlackRock, Fidelity, and ProShares, the latter of which is its largest Bitcoin-oriented holding. DRW has been increasingly involved in the cryptocurrency industry since at least 2018. For example, its crypto-focused market-making unit Cumberland has been involved as a liquidity provider for several Bitcoin ETFs. Cumberland also recently received approval for a BIT license from the New York State Department of Financial Services. Fifth news. PayPal's stablecoin on Solana surpasses its volume on Ethereum. According to data, the supply of PayPal's dollar-pegged stablecoin on Solana has exceeded its supply on the Ethereum network. Since its launch in May, the token's supply on Solana has surpassed $377 million. Meanwhile, Etherscan data shows that Ethereum-based PYUSD tokens have a supply of $356 million. PayPal's dollar-pegged stablecoin was launched on Ethereum in August 2023 in partnership with custodian firm Paxos. After its launch, PYUSD's supply reached $230 million by the end of 2023. Since then, the total stablecoin supply has more than tripled, exceeding $733 million. In May 2024, the stablecoin expanded to Solana. There, Solana-based decentralized exchanges like Jupiter and Orca added PYUSD to their pools, which may have contributed to the stablecoin's growth on the network alongside leading centralized stablecoins like USDC and USDT. PayPal's market capitalization of $733 million makes it the fourth largest centralized stablecoin issuer after Tether, Circle, and First Digital. USDT and USDC have market capitalizations of $120 billion and $36 billion, respectively. 6th News. Ripple signs a new partnership to promote the use of XRPL and Web3. One of Ripple's latest strategic partnerships aims to promote the use of XRP Ledger in the Web3 space. According to the announcement, SBI Digital Community, a subsidiary of SBI Holdings, has entered into a strategic alliance with Ripple. Under the partnership, SBI Digital Community will promote the use of XRPL in the Web3 sector, potentially increasing its user base. Specifically, SBI Digital Community's BTO3 Web3 platform will expand the use of XRPL, particularly by supporting the issuance of non-fungible tokens, NFTs, on the blockchain. According to the announcement, SBI Digital Community will use the XRP.cafe infrastructure to issue NFTs. XRP.cafe confirmed the news in an X post, highlighting that SBI Digital Community will indeed use XRPL through its service. Together, we aim to connect businesses, creators, and users in Japan with XRPL, XRP.cafe wrote. XRP.cafe is a leading NFT marketplace on XRPL. Bithomp data shows that XRP.cafe is currently the second largest NFT marketplace on XRPL, with $109,833 in sales recorded over the past 30 days. The marketplace also boasts a record of 17,757 minted NFTs and 3,865 units sold during this period. Based on XRP.cafe's dominance in the XRPL ecosystem, SBI Digital Community decided to use it for its NFT issuance. Additionally, SBI Digital Community introduced plans to reward both creators and participants in XRP in the future. This comes a month after SBI Holdings, the parent company of SBI Digital Holdings, launched NFT Expo 2025 on XRPL. Meanwhile, Ripple has made significant contributions to the widespread adoption of XRP Ledger. In addition to sponsoring the development of XRPL, Ripple has also launched major projects on the blockchain, including its stablecoin. Furthermore, Ripple is attracting more creators to XRPL through its $250 million Creator Fund. Through the Creator Fund, Ripple provides financial and technical support to creators aiming to launch innovative projects on XRPL. 7th News. Toncoin will be the 56th project on Binance Launchpool. The world's largest cryptocurrency exchange by trading volume, Binance, has announced the launch of the Toncoin blockchain token as the 56th project on Binance Launchpool. The official launch is scheduled for August 15, 2024, after which users will be able to take advantage of yield farming options, as well as staking BNB and FDUS to earn Ton. Farming will begin on August 15 and will last 20 days, providing users the opportunity to stake tokens in separate pools and accumulate Ton. Binance Launchpool has allocated more than 7.65 million Ton tokens as rewards, divided between the BNB and FDUS pools. Additionally, Binance has launched a new feature called Binance Super Earn. It allows users to lock ton tokens in simple earn-locked products and take advantage of a special annual interest rate, which has yet to be announced. To be eligible for all options, users must complete the Know Your Customer (KYC) process. Some regions, including Australia, Canada, and the US, are excluded for regulatory reasons. 8th News. Investments in cryptocurrency startups have increased over the last quarter. As the market gradually recovers from the early August downturn, cryptocurrency startups are gaining popularity. Bloomberg reported that from April to June, new crypto projects attracted more than $2.7 billion in venture investments. This figure is 2.5% higher than in the previous quarter, 0.5% higher than. At the same time, PitchBook reports that the total number of deals during this period decreased by 12.5%. This slowdown followed the January hype around spot ETF funds. However, this indicator will grow, according to Robert Lee, one of PitchBook's leading specialists. He believes that the adoption of cryptocurrencies and their gradual recovery will help attract more funds. Rob Haddock, a general partner at Dragonfly Fund, also commented on investments in startups. He noted that the actual figures still lag behind those of 2021 and 2022. Nevertheless, from April to June, venture investments reached a peak for the current year. Startups attract traders for many reasons. First, the cost of pre-sale coins is often quite low. This makes them accessible to investors with any, even the most limited, budget. Second, the speed of their growth is driven by community attention and the pace of ICOs. Additionally, pre-sale projects strive to offer traders new features or favorable conditions for passive and active income. To make a profitable investment in a crypto startup, it is necessary to conduct thorough research and choose the most interesting project for the buyer. For example, PlayDoge, a gaming platform with an accessible token and profitable staking, is currently in high demand in the market. At the moment, the project was on the 29th stage of the pre-sale out of 40. During this time, the coin has increased in price by 72.5%, and its value has risen to $0.00528. Before being listed on exchanges, the asset can be purchased for $0.00539. The best cryptocurrencies typically have long-term development potential. According to analysts, PlayDoge has all the chances to make it to the list of leaders. This is because the platform offers not only diverse and engaging gameplay but also features for active and passive income. PlayDoge is a startup that supports the play-to-earn model. The latter works as follows: users receive play tokens for playing with virtual pets. According to the developers, new events and mini-games will be added to the platform over time. This will allow the platform to constantly evolve and attract more investors. It is worth noting that Play is an in-game coin. This means that users can use it to access new features and opportunities. Plus, it can be used for transactions. All these factors increase the chances of this meme coin outperforming other promising cryptocurrencies. It is also reported that PlayDoge is ready to offer investors favorable conditions to increase passive income. The staking mechanism will help with this. By locking tokens after purchase, users will be able to receive additional assets. The approximate reward size at the 29th stage of the pre-sale is 77% per year. It is worth noting that the project is popular. Since the start of early sales, more than 245 million Play coins have been placed in the staking pool. This indicates that investors are counting on the meme coin's profitability in the long term. According to the roadmap, PlayDoge will first be released on a centralized exchange. After that, the creators plan to release the full version of the gaming application and conduct an airdrop. Details on the latter have not yet been disclosed. Startups are particularly popular now, as the market is in the early stages of recovery. Investors are putting money into them in the hope of long-term project development and its profitable or innovative features. Moreover, they demonstrate faster growth than major and large cryptocurrencies. For comparison, Bitcoin has risen by 1.56% over the last month, while Doge rises by 2.5% in just one pre-sale stage. By the end of the pre-sale, the total increase of the meme token will be 100%. Ninth news. Coinbase opposes transferring decentralized crypto exchanges under SEC jurisdiction. Paul Grewal, in an appeal to the main regulatory body, noted that officials' desire to bring decentralized exchanges under their control is irrational since it is based on the erroneous assumption that DEXs can comply with the same requirements as traditional trading platforms. However, decentralized platforms cannot meet disclosure requirements designed for exchanges managed by a centralized body, such as Coinbase itself. The SEC's position that all trading platforms meet the definition of an exchange regardless of whether they call themselves centralized or decentralized is legally flawed, Grewal argues. The breadth of the amendment's coverage has no visible limits, and after its adoption, the SEC will, in the lawyer's opinion, continue to initiate unjustified legal actions against crypto firms. In June, the Supreme Court overturned the so-called Chevron doctrine, which required other courts to rely on the expert opinion of federal agencies in interpreting ambiguous laws, Grewal reminded. In his view, the repeal of this doctrine underscores that courts are unlikely to agree with the SEC's attempt to expand key terms of the Securities Exchange Act. Earlier, Coinbase chief legal officer criticized a report by the U.S. Government Accountability Office, which lamented that cryptocurrencies were being used to evade sanctions. 10th news. Singapore's largest bank has launched a blockchain pilot project. Singapore's largest bank, DBS Bank, has launched the DBS Treasury Tokens pilot project in partnership with Ant International. The initiative aims to improve treasury and liquidity management, the block reports. The statement, which journalists reviewed, reveals some details of the project. As explained by DBS, the blockchain-based pilot is designed to simplify Ant International's settlements and reduce transaction times from several days to seconds. The initiative optimizes liquidity and working capital by providing corporate treasuries with greater transparency, predictability, and control over the entire group's cash position, the bank's representatives noted. Lim Soon Chong, head of Global Transaction Services at DBS Bank, stated that the need for the DBS Treasury Tokens launch was driven by the growing needs of enterprises in treasury operations. The initiative aligns with the global goals of the bank and Ant International, aimed at the growth of e-commerce and the provision of 24/7 payment services. Kelvin Lee, Chief Technology Officer at Ant International, added that the company already had experience using the platform for instant tax refunds and cross-border payments between small and medium-sized businesses. Long before the pilot for the issuance of treasury tokens, DBS Bank worked on the Orchid and Guardian projects to explore the benefits of tokenizing real-world assets, the source claims. 11th news. Bitcoin's decline is due to the high odds of Kamala Harris winning. On August 8 to 9, 2024, Bitcoin crossed the $62,000 level but failed to hold it, according to TradingView. Experts at Bernstein believe that the decline is due to the growing chances of Kamala Harris winning the election, Decrypt reports. As can be seen, on August 12 to 13, the price of Bitcoin is attempting to stay above the $59,000 level. However, the rate periodically falls below it. Bernstein experts believe that Harris's growing chances are a bearish signal. This is due to the general attitude of Democrats towards the cryptocurrency industry, as well as the lack of clarity in the vice president's personal stance. A Harris victory in the November 2024 presidential election could deal a significant blow to the crypto sphere, the organization believes. In the long term, this portends new regulatory challenges, experts are confident. We interpret the current market sentiment as follows. A Trump victory is an optimistic forecast, a Harris victory is a pessimistic one, at least in terms of immediate reaction, the Bernstein report states. The organization noted that Trump's team, along with most of the Republican Party, has openly stated their position and support for the industry. Harris's office, in turn, avoids public statements on this matter, the experts noted. The lack of clarity in the current vice president's position has been one of the reasons for her criticism in the community. Earlier, there was information in the press that Harris's team is establishing communication channels with industry representatives. However, there was no specific information on this. Meanwhile, Harris's chances of winning the election are growing, according to the Polymarket betting platform.